Today, we are going to talk about something a little different. We're going to talk about the lender-realtor relationship. I know some of you have had some not so great experiences with lenders in the past, as we all have. And then we've had some great experiences as well. And what makes a really great lender relationship? So I brought my friend Dustin Hutley here. He's with Envoy Mortgage today. Say hi.
Hello. Yes, great to be here.
And we just want to have like a candid conversation.
Yeah.
I just cut you off.
Yeah, no, I'm excited about it. I just think I think it's really rare to have a really great, like, true partnership in this industry. It's a lot of it can be, you don't want to like kind of walk on eggshells around somebody, and it can be very like, it's just all very performance based to try and prove yourself to each other, which is important, right? It's important to be professional, and it's important to have all those different key characteristics that really make for a good professional relationship. But I think the things that we want to get into today, which has just made our relationship so unique and I think special, is just like, okay, well, what do you do when things are hard? What do you do when everything doesn't go right? How does that work? Like, what really matters? And how do you address it? How do you pivot? How do you really face difficult things and face difficulty together as a team, as opposed to being on different islands? So I'm excited to talk about that with you.
Yeah. So I think one of the things that I loathe from past experiences is when there's things that come up in real estate. Like, you could be like the perfect lender, and there's still like curveballs that happen, right? And so on the realtor side, from our perspective, like, we just want to know what we're dealing with here, so that we can be in the loop and help in any way that we can. And in the past, what I found was, obviously it's uncomfortable when you're the lender and you want to, perform well, and you want to do a good job, and you want to please everybody. I mean, that's how we feel too on the real estate side, right? And so I get it, but when you avoid the conversation, and try to fix like a major issue, and we're not even brought into the loop, and then we're like, a bomb is dropped on us. Like, I really didn't like that.
Yeah.
And so I really appreciate how you tackle things head on.
Yeah, well, I think even because there's so many things that happen like mid-transaction, right? That, you did the pre-qual, you got them looking for houses, they made an offer, it's under contract, and then there's things that can happen mid-transaction, right? I want to first address like, well, how do we help avoid, we call it fire prevention around here. How do we help avoid something mid-transaction up front, and making sure that we're setting the right expectation, not just with the clients, but with the realtors as well? And so one thing I want to address with that is, if there's a client that has a really sticky situation where we think it's possible, we think it's going to be okay, but it's difficult, like ratios are tight, it's maybe a client that's maybe a little tough to trust, you're not sure what they're going to do, that they could potentially ruin a transaction. Well, I think that when we set expectation clearly with you, the realtor, and say, hey, by the way, just so you know, I think this is gonna work, but this might be dicey all the way through. Or like, there's a chance that this could fall apart. Or hey, I might even give a percentage of like, hey, we got a 70% chance on this thing. Like giving something like that to just set realistic expectations, as opposed to just saying, hey, they're qualified, they're ready to go, no problem, let's do it. That can set yourself up as a lender for failure in the future, and you can set everybody else up for failure too. So I think the upfront portion of just like setting the right expectation based upon how our qualification went with that client and communicating that well with the realtor can be really helpful. Mm-hmm. And then the other side of the coin is, okay, now mid-transaction, is there something that came up that was unforeseen, right? Like, we did everything we could in our control, but then something did happen, right? And now there's some things that are happening on the back end that maybe not everybody needs to know, because it's going to get taken care of. Like, you don't need to know every single thing that everybody's doing. But if there's something that's like, this could cause an issue to actually like make this thing fall apart, I think the realtor deserves to know that.
Yeah.
Like, you deserve to know, like, we hit a snag. It's something that was unforeseen. We didn't see it, or the client did X, or whatever it is. And I think that transparency and that upfront communication mid-transaction, as hard as it is for me to say it, even if it wasn't even my fault, but to just say, this may fall apart due to XYZ. I do think that as hard as that is, it's way less hard to communicate it now than it is to actually have it fall apart later and nobody knew what was going on.
Yeah.
I'm sure you've experienced that.
I have experienced that. And I think of the book Fierce Conversations, Susan Scott, and there's a quote that I've always remembered from that I think fits here, and it's that the conversation is the relationship. And so when you avoid conversation, you're really avoiding relationship, you're avoiding partnership, and I think the more communication, the better. And I think that's why you and I work so well together, because you are a great communicator. And again, it's no knock on anyone. I know it's tough to give bad news. I mean, it's not fun. Who wants to? And I like what you said, that it's a lot less uncomfortable now than it's going to be, 2 days before closing. Yeah.
Well, and then the other thing I think of too is the partnership and the value of like, okay, let's just say something did go wrong, or maybe there's a bump with another realtor of a miscommunication that happened between me and that realtor. And man, I tell you what, like, it is so amazing because there can be miscommunication, like things can happen all the time, whether I think I did a great job or not. But being able to like have the open conversation to where it's like, hey, we're partners. Like, we're partners and we're a team. We got to work through this, and being able to figure it out and both be able to approach a transaction in a situation with humility to say, okay, either A, I did mess up here. I'm going to get better. I'm going to figure this out. Or the realtor, maybe says something similar. But being able to just like, no, we're a partnership. We're going to work through this, and we're going to like grow together despite any breakdowns or expectations that weren't met or whatever, so that we can grow and get better together as individuals and as a team. Yeah.
I think in a lot of these types of relationships with like what we refer to a lot of times in our industry is with our vendor partners, is like the second they drop the ball or do something that, we don't like, we're like finding someone else. And there's always a long line of people waiting for your business, right? But you're going to have, it's kind of like marriage or any relationship, like everywhere you go, there you are. And so I think it's so important to cultivate the partnership and the relationship by providing feedback, receiving feedback, and like you just said, like really working together to strengthen the dynamic and how we work together in the partnership. I think that's when everybody wins, right?
Yeah. And the truth is, clients feel that. Clients feel it when we're humming together.
Yeah.
Even through the thick and thin, like whatever it is, like they can feel how we're working as a team, how we're communicating, and if we're continuing to do this month after month, year after year, like we just keep getting better and better, and the process gets better and better, and the mistakes get fewer and fewer. I mean, it's just kind of how that works. Yeah. And we've worked through a lot. Mm-hmm. We've had a lot of tough things, tough conversations to work through, and it's taken humility to work through it and to be corrected and to work on our stuff. But then we've also had some just amazing wins just from the fact of staying in it and staying in it together and starting to see, just some really great wins, even as the volume grows, which as volume grows, that creates new problems, which is really great. Those are the problems that we like. And that's what we're experiencing right now, is like, we're having some new problems because volume is growing because of our partnership, because of the tenure now of what we've worked through. And so, not that I'm excited for the problems.
No,
we're never excited for the problems. It's never fun. It's super uncomfortable. But I'm excited to face it. And that's what makes a partnership really great.
So if you already have someone that you love, maybe this is your sign to go show them some love, give them some feedback, deepen your relationship and your partnership. But if you don't have someone that you love working with, why don't you give Dustin a chance? Because he's been so great to work with. It's not just about doing the loans. It's just about the human behind the loans as well for me. And he's just a great person. And my clients have been so happy. Everyone that has worked with him has had amazing feedback. So super awesome. Excited for this year.
Yeah. No, it's going to be a great year. And I've loved our partnership and all the relationships that we've started over these last few years.
He has to say that. Thanks. Thanks for watching, and reach out if we can help you with anything loan related or otherwise. I'm Jacqueline Smith with Evergreen Real Estate Partners.
And I'm Dustin with Envoy Mortgage.
Thanks all.